Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Arya and I make content about crochet. Today I'm going to be crocheting some decorations from my dorm room slash apartment. Technically it's an apartment because it has a kitchen, but I'm going to be crocheting some decorations today to make it a little bit more homey when I move in a couple of weeks. So without further ado, let's get started. Apologize if my voice is a little off, my nose is a little stuffy, my allergies have been kind of crazy the last couple days. Also, I apologize for the background noise. It is like pouring rain outside. So in my opinion, it creates nice ambiance, but if it bothers you, I'm sorry. I'm going to be crocheting 4 different things today. I'm going to be making a jewelry hanger to hang all my jewelry in my room next to my closet. I'm also going to be making a star garland to hang on the wall above my bed, and a yarn hammock to put in like the corner to store all of the yarn because I am bringing yarn to school because I'm going to keep crocheting at school. And then last but not least, I'm going to be making some coasters. Probably just 2, one for my desk, one for my nightstand. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to be starting with the jewelry hanger, and it's going to be a nice triangle shape. I'll insert a picture of that I'm using as inspiration. But I'm going to be using this light gray color, and I bought dowel rods at Michael's last week that I'm going to use to put insert in it, but for now I'm just going to start working on like the body of it. And then like the picture is going to have a little pocket at the bottom for rings and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to get started with that. If you're interested, I'm using weight for Aran yarn it's acrylic with a 4.25mm hook. I'm not really going to be like doing like a tutorial, but I'll just explain the general process as I go, but I'm not gonna like give a tutorial. But I'm gonna start with a foundation chain, and I think I'm gonna do half double crochet that way, because single crochet is like really short, but half double crochet is like long, but it still will not be like super long because I want to build out like the length of the bandana. So yeah. Okay, so I chained the length of the dowel rod that I'm using. I think it was 44 stitches for me. So now I'm going to start my decreases. I'm going to do 1 decrease on each side for every row. If I was doing single crochet, I would do it every other, but because I opted for half double crochet because it's a bit of a tighter stitch, but adds a bit more length, I'm going to do it every row. So I'm just going to get started doing that. I'm just watching YouTube right now, but it is really thundering out like crazy. Okay, here's an update on on the earring hanger so far. I think I am gonna do alternating decreases every row, or I'm gonna do like 1 increase every row, or no, 1 decrease every row rather than 2 every row. So gotta take it apart, but that's okay. It works out pretty fast, as you can tell. Like I did that in like 20 minutes, so I'm not worried. So I know I said I was gonna do one increase every row, but I've decided to do a row of normal, a row of, I keep saying increase, I mean decrease. So instead of doing one decrease every row, I'm doing a row of decreases, or a row of normal stitches, and then a row with a decrease on each end, and then a row of normal, and then a row with a decrease on each end. So that will make it a little bit longer. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna keep working on that. I do have to go change over my laundry, so I'll be right back. Here is a progress update of the jewelry hanger. I like the shape a lot more now that I added rows in between the decrease rows. So I'm just gonna keep working this up until it gets to a point, and then I'll start the little pocket at the bottom for the rings. Okay, here is the finished body of the hanger. It also looks like a pennant flag, so like Loki might turn that into a thing also, because like if I put like letters on it or something, that'd be cute. But anyway, I'm going to work on making the little pocket at the bottom, and then I think I'm gonna add some trim in like a cream color just to add a little contrast, make it prettier, and then we'll be done with our first dorm decor item. Okay, so I just did the trim border on the pocket, and now I'm gonna do single crochet border all around the edge, and then I'm gonna use that to attach this to the body of the thing. Okay, so I finished doing the border all around the flag or the triangle, and now I'm doing double crochet around the dowel rod to get it secured in here. So I'm just gonna do that all the way along the top. I'm hoping that I didn't make it too long. I don't think I did, but yeah, this is just for extra like support. And then I'll work on the strap. Okay, so I just finished the border all the way around, and I finished the top part. I did a double crochet so that way there's space in the back for the dowel rod. Now I'm just gonna chain a good amount until I get the strap so that it can hang off of a command hook or whatever. So yeah. Okay, so here it is. Got the little pocket at the bottom for rings and stuff, and then I'm gonna add a chain across to hang necklaces. So here is the strap right here, and I'd added a strap for necklaces as well, so I'm gonna sew on a button so that it can close. Alright, so here is the finished earring hanger. I can't show the full thing because it's pretty long, but this is space to hang earrings and then necklaces and bracelets, and then rings go in this pocket, and then you can hang it on the wall. So I'm gonna go get some dinner, and then I'm going to make my next thing. Okay, I moved to my bed after I ate lunch. Apologies for not vlogging, but I do have an update. I've made all the stars. I haven't weaved in the ends yet, but I've made all the stars for the garland, and now I'm just gonna sew all of the ends in, and then I need to block them. I'm just gonna use water. Excuse my voice. My like allergies have gotten like way worse. So I was supposed to go to a dance class tonight, but I'm not going because I have a headache and I can't really breathe. So cons is I don't get to go to class. Pros is I get to work on this. So I'm just laying in bed watching a YouTube video. So I just finished all of my stars. I think I have 12 of them, but now I'm gonna go block them, and I'll show you guys how I do that. Okay, so I'm here in my kitchen. I'm gonna block them because I don't have any like floor space that I can use. I have a towel here on the counter below me. I'll show you in a second. I also have all my stars here. Oops, don't drop them. I have pins to pin them into place, and then I have a spray bottle to block them that way. But I'm just going to lay them all out flat and pin them in the position that I want so they're nice and flat because they're curling up a lot right now. And then I'm going to spray them all so that they dry in that position. And I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I've pinned them all down on the towel. I'd lift it up, but I can't. So now I'm going to just spray water all over them. Try and get them as damp as I can. That way they just like really set and get as flat as I want. Because I don't want them to wrinkle up, you know. Okay, so they're pretty damp, as is my phone after filming that, but now I'm just gonna let them sit probably overnight, but at least until they dry a good amount, or like fully. But I'm gonna get started on the next project. So the third and final project for this video is going to be a yarn hammock. I'm not making the coasters anymore because I found extras in my like market inventory, and I'm just gonna use those because I have 4 roommates, or 3 other roommates, and I have 5 coasters, so that's plenty for my dorm. But the last project is going to be a yarn hammock, and I'm using this cream colored loops and threads yarn from Michaels. I did make one yarn hammock for my bedroom here at home, but this is going to be for my apartment, so I won't be able to show you because I'm not moving in until the end of the month, but I will show you the other yarn hammock that I made. But I'm still going to show making the process in case you were wondering how I made it. So let's get started. So just a brief little tutorial. You're going to slip stitch or slip knot on your hook right there, and then you're going to chain 8. Then you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch of the chain that you made, and then that counts as your first row. Ideally, you should measure the space or corner that you're going to put this in. I can't do that because I'm not in my apartment yet, so it'll be fine. But after you slip stitch into the first chain, you're going to chain 4, and you're going to turn your work so that you have the opening here, and then you're going to double crochet, put 1 double crochet through this loop, like so. Then you're going to chain 3, and then put another double crochet in this like corner of the loop. I apologize for the background noise. I live with people. If it's bad, I'll voice over it. So that's your second row, and then you're going to chain 4 again to start the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and turn. And then you're going to, why is it like wonky? Oh, there you go. And then you're going to insert 1 double crochet in the first of the 2 openings, chain 3, double crochet in the second of the openings, like so. So you've done those 3, and then you're going to place 1 more double crochet in this corner, so chain 3, and then put your last double crochet of the row through here. I hope this makes sense. If you want a more in-depth tutorial, go on my TikTok because it'll be there. But then you just keep doing that pattern until you get a really big triangle that fits where you want to put it. So I'm just going to keep working on it. here's a progress update on the hammock. I've got about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 rows out of, I think, 40 something. I'm just gonna keep adding rows. I don't really know how many to make, but yeah, that's how it's going. Okay, this is by far the most insane thing I've done in a video, but I'm standing on my chair and I'm gonna count the rows of this yarn hammock that I made previously, so I know how many rows to make on the one that I'm making right now. And I'm struggling to balance, so let me put you down so I can do this. Okay, you're like on my bookshelf. That's kind of precarious, but it's fine. Okay, Okay, I'm getting dizzy and I'm struggling to count, but I think that's like 40 something. So, yeah. So it is about 11:45, almost midnight, which normally would be fine because I'm used to like staying up late and like doing the grind late at night, because that's when I do my best, or not when I do my best work, but I work best at night. But because I'm feeling under the weather, I'm like so exhausted and I cannot wait to go to bed. But I did finish the yarn hammock, so I'm going to show you that, and I'll show you what it's supposed to look like in the corner of my room, because I have one in this room and then this is for my apartment at school. This is what the one in my bedroom looks like. As you can see, I've got it up in the corner there, and then it's on either side of the wall. It's a bit more stretched out than when I first made it because I've had yarn in it and it stretches from the weight, but excuse me, it holds up real nice, and so I'm gonna put one in my apartment so that I can keep my yarn in there as well, rather than keeping it in like my closet or something. So with that being said, I am going to go to bed. Tomorrow I will finish up the garland. I'm blocking those right now as I showed you. I can't even speak straight, I'm so tired. I'm blocking those right now, so they should be dry for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna finish the garland and string them all together, and then that'll be all. But I'm gonna go to bed. Sleep tight if you're also going to bed. If not, see you tomorrow. That last part, I genuinely don't know, like that didn't make any sense. I'm like so tired I can't form coherent thoughts, so I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi vlog, it's a new day. It is Wednesday and I just got home from work, so I'm going to show you the progress of the stars. They are fully dry, so I'm gonna take out and show you. So it's still curving a little bit, but as you can see it's a lot flatter, so it'll hang a lot nicer in the garland. So I'm gonna unpin all of these and then I'll add them onto the string and then they'll be done. It's done. Here is the garland. It's hard to show all of it, but as you can see, all the stars are on the little thingy. I'll probably steam it when I hang it up in my room, but it's done. This was actually super easy. Like, adding the chain did not take me long at all. So that is it for today's video. Let me do a recap of the projects before I say goodbye. Okay, so to recap, the first thing I made was this earring hanger. It has a button for necklaces and bracelets and a pocket for rings, and then this space is all for earrings. So I'm super excited to hang that in my apartment. Next, I made a yarn hammock to store all of my yarn in my apartment. That way I don't have to keep it like under my bed or in my closet or anything. So can't wait to hang that up over my bed, probably is where I'm gonna put it. And then last but not least, I made this star garland, which you just saw. So that is all the projects I'm gonna be making for my apartment, excuse me. I'm so used to saying like my dorm room, but now I have an apartment, which is so crazy. But that's everything I'm going to be making for my apartment today. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about how I made anything, feel free to comment and I will answer them. Or I'm sure there's tutorials for all of these things. If you want a tutorial for the jewelry hanger, maybe I'll make that sometime soon. But yeah, that's all for today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!